Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this session, we are going to try to understand the logic circuits in detail with the help of some Q&As. So this is very important. And in the last session, I have discussed regarding Boolean algebra. So in terms of questions and answers. So in this session, we are trying to discuss more on the focus on the logic circuits. So please watch the video until end because each question is equally important for and it is helpful mostly in the laboratory vivos questions and it's also helpful for you to understand by particular concept. So if anything is required to be explained in detail, then you can definitely write a comment in the comment section, so saying that this particular topic needs to be explained, then I definitely try to cover that particular topic in the immediate coming week. And so please, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So and press the bell icon to get the latest updates. So we'll quickly start with the session. And what is this logic circuits? So what is a combinational circuit? So what is this combinational circuit? So as I told you, like what is this combinational circuit? In a combinational circuit, the output depends upon present inputs, means whatever output means I am expecting with respect to only present inputs I am expecting. I am not worried about past. I am not at all worried about past, not depending upon the previous inputs. That is what it says. So previous inputs. So the combinational circuit has no memory. It consists of logic gates only. So we will try to understand very in a broader way, like how to remember this combinational circuit. See, as I already told you, combinational circuit means it has no memory element, correct? So memory, if we have, means memory means for what we will be having of past incidents, of past, of anything in past. So in that case only memory will come into picture. If there is no, I mean nothing to be remembered from past, then there is no memory. So that means combinational circuit, when I say there is no memory element, then definitely it is depending only on the present inputs. Means whatever I am applying at present as present input, whatever I am applying currently right now as input, that only for that only I will expect some output. So that particular circuitry is called as combinational circuitry. So it has no memory element. Otherwise, in case of sequential circuits, definitely have, we do have memory element, and it depends on past input also. That is another thing which I will discuss in a later upcoming sessions. So it consists of logic gates only. So this is what you already know. So what are this? Once I say combinational circuits, what are the what to say characteristics of combinational circuits? The two characteristics of combinational circuits are, in combinational circuits, the output exists as long as the input exists. Means once I remove the input, then I will stop getting the output. I will definitely stop getting the output. As long as I'm applying some input, as long as I'm applying input, then only I will get the output. For example, we'll take a easily to understand an inverter, that is NOT gate, basic NOT gate. So in basic NOT gate, what I will be doing is I will apply either 0, then I will expect output as 1. I will apply 1, then so if I stop applying 0, then that particular logical functionality will stop. That means it will stop performing inversion operation and it will never give me any result. So that is what combinational circuits means. So a combinational circuit will always respond in the same fashion, in the same input to the input function, when we apply signal to the input terminal of the combinational logic circuit. So this is actually the second point is almost same as the first point. Will always respond to the same fashion as the input function. Means as the input is, in the same way what output is expected, in that way itself, in how the logic is implemented, in that applying that particular logic, whatever I'm see in this case, what we can say is I'm applying some input, and I'm expecting some output. So in between whatever happens, that is because of our logic, we can say. So it, and that output I will keep on getting until there is input. Otherwise, I will not get it. So this is the one which I can say. So what the, in this case, many are there like half adder, full adder. What is this half adder is a tricky thing. logic. What is this half adder? A logic circuit. So everything in this half adder, full adder, flip flop, everything has a logic circuits. So this I can say a logic circuit that can add one bit numbers and produce output for sum and carry is called a half adder. Means it can add two one bit numbers. Okay. So, and produce outputs as sum and carry, because carry is required, right? So if number exceeds then the limitation, then definitely carry is required. So we will get output in terms of, we will expect output in terms of sum and carry. So what is this full adder? If binary adder which adds two 1-bit binary numbers along with carry bit and produces output of sum and carry is called full adder. So along with, see here also it is the same as full adder, but only thing is it will add along with the numbers, it will also try to add the carry bit. So that produces some output, and that is nothing but the full adder circuitry. So what is this flip-flop? Flip-flop comes under sequential circuits. So that I will try to cover in one more session in detail. But since this is, we need to know a flip-flop is one a basic memory element. As I told, if there is memory, definitely that is sequential circuit. That is not a combinational circuit. So that means a flip-flop is a basic memory element that is made up of assembly of logic gates and is used to store one bit of binary information. So if a circuitry, which a sequential circuitry, I can say, which stores one bit of binary information is nothing but the flip-flop, I can say. So in detail I will try to conduct one more session, types of flip-flop, JK flip-flop, SR flip-flop, D flip-flop, T flip-flop, everything is there. That is toggle flip-flop. So what is a latch? Latch is also is very important thing to remember. It is a D type of flip-flop, is nothing but the latch and stores again one bit of data. So this is a very important thing to understand. So what is this excitation table is very important to understand. So excitation table we will usually try to come in sequential circuits. So that we will try to understand now. The excitation table is nothing but the truth table. Truth table is there in case of combinational circuits, whereas excitation table is in case of sequential circuits, we can take, and it is we can say, and in case of flip flop we will mostly use excitation table. So excitation table gives an information about what should be the flip-flop inputs if the outputs are specified before and after the clock pulses. So this is nothing but the response of a flip-flop when we apply certain inputs with the help of clock pulses. So this actually, in this case, you can just remember like it is an excitation table is nothing but the information, or it's a table. It contains what are all the flip-flop inputs and what are the outputs expected with the before and after applying the clock pulses. So this is nothing but the simple excitation table. So what is state table? This is also very important again. State table consists of it's basically consists of complete information about present state, next state, and outputs of a sequential circuitry. So it consists of actually the present state. What is the present state? What is the next state of flip-flop, and what are the outputs of a sequential circuit. So this is where it is. So this we will try to deal with in any of the upcoming sessions. So please, one my request is to comment in comment section like which type of circuitry if you want to know. So that one I will try to cover in detail. So this is actually as a part of lab Viva was. These are some of the points which you have to remember and understand. So in this way it was conducted. So if you want to learn anything about combinational, sequential, or any of the electronics, analog, digital, anything, as I told in my introduction video, so anything you can comment. So definitely I will try to cover as early as possible. And then yeah, so please do subscribe to my YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates. Have a nice day till then. Okay, bye.